All right, Ibex is back in the shop for a real quick little procedure this evening. Working on putting the new Apex Rapid Precision valve stem in my wheels, custom bead locks, Q7815, TSL bi-sply, super swampers. Measures out to about 35 and a half by 11 and a half by 15s. I run 17 psi on road, 6.5 psi off road. These Apex valve stems are the fastest, easiest, simplest way that I've ever seen to air down off road, to go off road. These things are awesome. Stay tuned for the install and how to operate them. All right. Very simple install here. Got valve right here, gasket, a nut that you screw on that seals it to the wheel, and then you have another nut that goes on after that for a lock nut. Get that back off. I'll try to do this and keep my hands out of the way so everybody can see. Gasket goes on. Then you take one of the nuts, get it started. Well, it's a little bit of a pain to do the way I got it in my tire machine, but doing it this way keeps me from having to break the bead lock side down. But you get your nut started, run it down. And the way I get these tight is I will actually put the cap back on the valve stem on the outside. That helps me hold it so I can take a wrench and tighten it up. These don't have to be super tight. Just once you get all the slack out of it, just take and use your own judgment, tighten them down. And that's it. Now, the instructions does say take a little blue Loctite. I have Loctite in stick instead of liquid. It makes it a lot less messy. Put a little Loctite on it. Start your second nut. Run it down, take your wrench, snug it up real good, locks the two nuts together, and the install is done. All right, I was wanting to show you how these Apex valves work. Take your cap off, just like that. Got a digital air pressure inflator gauge here, locked with a Jayco locking end. It goes on there like that. You get it up to 17 where I normally run it. All right, there's 17 psi. Now these things work real time, so you know exactly where your air pressure's at. Try to get that out of the way there. All right, this little red valve here, all you have to do is pull it up. And there's my off-road pressure. That quick, from 17 to 6.5. And that's all there is to it. Pretty awesome in my book. One more neat thing about these valves is the slider here where you release the air some people might say, well, what if it slides up while you're going down the road or off road? Don't have to worry about that. The way the cap for these valves is designed, when you screw it on, tighten it down, this valve cannot come up to deflate.